morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome to the morning routine. It is Monday morning, April the 10th, and the sun is shining brightly out in northeast Pennsylvania. It is absolutely gorgeous out there this morning. It's a little cool, 42 degrees, but it's supposed to get to 70 today, if you can imagine such a thing. So I am stoked. Spring is here. This weekend, I got to tell you, Saturday, I got up and slept in a little bit, which was nice, and got up and got a lot of work done around the house. And I actually came in, I said to my wife, I said, this feels like the first Saturday, like a normal Saturday, where you get up and you get a lot of work done around and you're inside and outside, and what a great weekend. So it was awesome, but looking forward to a great week. This week, it's Easter week, as everybody knows. And I think it was last week, there was reports all over the place for some reason. I don't know, somehow a research project became very popular in the news, and it had to do with the chocolate Easter bunnies in Easter and how you eat them. And almost everybody eats the chocolate Easter bunny starting with biting off the ears. Almost everybody. It's very few people that bite off any other part of the bunny before they do the ears. And I found that fascinating that we all do basically the same thing because we're all so different. But then I got looking at the Easter bunny, and I'm like, if we didn't bite off the ears, what would we bite off? Like, biting its face off would feel kind of wrong, You don't want to bite its butt off. That's kind of gross. You're not going to nibble on its feet. I mean, there's really isn't any other body part on the bunny that you want to bite off first except for the ears. So it makes perfect sense. Take the ears out. The bunny can live without the ears, right? So that's why we do it. But I don't know. I saw it was all over the news. It was very popular. So, but anyways, I hope everybody else had a great weekend. So yesterday, interesting moment for me, personal moment. So, we all know that pride and ego are things that can get in our way in life, right? I mean, we just know it's been described as the most deadliest of sins. We know people who are very prideful around us that drive us crazy. And so we all try to be humble, right? Most of us do at least, and rid ourselves of our ego. And yesterday, I was reminded how it still exists inside of me. So my wife and I are driving down the road. We're going out for a date with some friends, and my car starts to overheat. And I end up having to pull off to the side of the road, shut the car off, and let it cool down for a minute. And for all you guys out there, I don't know if this is women too. I don't know. I really don't, because I'm a guy. I only know guys. But for all you guys, maybe you can relate to the feelings that I was having there, sitting on the side of the road in my car that's overheating, and my wife is next to me, and she was awesome, of course. One, embarrassment. And I was kind of embarrassed, like, oh man, I'm broken down the side of the road. People are seeing me broken down the side of the road. I didn't do anything. It was my car, right? But there's that little shine of pride right in me that came through in this embarrassment, And the other part was the embarrassment that here's my wife it's almost like I didn't let her down. I know I didn't let her down. But that I put us in a position that we're stuck on the side of the road. And that's kind of an attack on, my ego and pride a little bit. And I was like, wow, isn't that fascinating? And you work so hard to get rid of those things because they don't make any sense and they're harmful to relationships and to your life and all those things. But sure enough, a simple thing like my car overheating was put up a mirror test to see that those things are still there, and I still have a lot of work to do. So I hope you guys can relate, and I'm not the only one, but if I am the only one, I guess that's fine too, because really I don't want you guys to suffer from the same thing I suffer from, right? So I don't know. I grew up, and I know my mother listens to this sometimes, but I grew up and we ran out of gas and had mechanical breakdowns quite often. And it's like one of those things that stays with me that I run from. Does that make sense too, right? Like I never want to be broken down the side of the road or run out of gas ever in my life, ever. And so maybe that has something to do to it. Wow. Should I lay down on the couch for all you guys and let's discuss this further? Crazy, man. So very good. But let's see. What do we got going? Oh, I read yesterday. Panera Bread, guys. Panera Bread, which by the way, if Panera Bread in Dixon City, Pennsylvania. If anybody works there who's listening to this morning show, there is conversation going around on how much Panera Bread is going downhill around in here. And everybody loves Panera Bread, even though it's expensive. But nobody ever says anything about the price because the food is great. Well, now the orders are all getting messed up. The service is going down. Now, all of a sudden, people are starting to say it's expensive because the service is going downhill. So if somebody is there, they better fix it. But Panera Bread got bought. They are now owned by a German company. They're owned by a company by the name of JAB, who also owns Keurig and also owns Krispy Kreme and also owns a bunch of other companies that I didn't recognize. But those are the ones that stood out. But they have now put out Panera Bread. It's a private family over in Germany. So that's something new, something changed right there, in our neighborhood. And I thought that was kind of cool. But I also was reading yesterday that there is a company that has a new design for airplane seats. So if you're going to go on a flight and you get to choose which seat in your row, right? You get to choose. Does anybody out there ever pick the middle seat? No, nobody picks the middle. It's either window or row. Nobody wants the middle seat. So this company is making a design that is trying to change that so that people will want the middle seat. So this is what they're doing. It's a stagger seat concept. The middle seat sits slightly lower and behind its neighbors so it can be 3 inches wider than all the other ones and have its own armrest. Okay? It also has a 18-inch screen, entertainment center, instead of the other seats having a 15-inch screen. So they're trying to tempt you in by giving you a wider seat, a bigger entertainment center, and your own armrest. The only problem that I have with this, okay, I love the idea. The only problem is it says it sits slightly below and behind. I don't know if I want to sit lower than everybody. So I'm sitting here and everybody's up here. And I'm like, hey, mister, can I get some peanuts, mister, please? I don't know about that lower thing. It's just a strange thing. I don't know. Maybe. I guess I'd have to try it. But it sounds like they're going to try it, and we'll see what happens with that, I guess. But very good, man. Well, that's all the random information that I have to share with you this morning because I got to save some stuff for some other days too, But let's go check our Google Trends and let's see what the most popular trending things. All right, who can guess what number one search thing yesterday was? Number one. Somebody's got to be able to guess this. It can't be that hard. I mean, think about what was big yesterday. Sunday. Happens every year. Has to do with Georgia, the state, an area in. Yes, Sean, baby. You're the man. Masters. That's his. Yeah, Kevin. We wish it was Palm Sunday, but no. The Masters. So close. Number one Google trended search yesterday, to be specific, was Sergio Garcia, who won the Masters. Sergio Garcia played 74 major golf matches without ever winning one until yesterday when he got to put the green jacket on. How amazing is that, guys? I mean, that's amazing. So that was number one Google search yesterday was Sergio Garcia. Number two, Justin Rose, also a golfer in the Masters. Number three, Sergio Garcia fiance. What? Seriously, the number three searched one was who's Sergio's fiance? That's amazing. I wish it would tell you like male, female on these search terms. Like, was it mostly male, mostly female? I wish there was a way to know. That would be fascinating. Number four, the Warriors, which is a basketball team. Number five is Casey Anthony, who's still around in the news. Number six is SNL, Saturday Night Live. Number seven is North Korea. Number eight was the NHL playoff schedule. Number nine was the NHL playoffs. Number 10 was Louis C.K. He's a comedian guy. And so he hit the number 10 spot. I don't know why he worked his way into number 10, but he did. And so that was what happened yesterday. The most popular trending searches on Google Trends yesterday. So let's go on and check out our trending news. It is 6:58 for all you Facebook Live watchers. And let's see what's going on here today. And by the way, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been tuning in and to the YouTube channel, catching these on replay who aren't Facebook people, and also for the podcast listeners, man. There's quite a lot of people who are listening to this during the day in podcasts, and I'm trying to figure out a way to get these transcribed into text so that people can read it across the screen if they're not in a place where they can listen to it. But I haven't quite figured that out yet, so still working on it. But all right, top trending news stories today that people are finding most interesting. John Clark, satirist John Clark of Clark and Daw fame, has passed away at 68. Next, Sergio Garcia. We know who he is. Next is Fresh Express. Dead bat found in Florida salad. Fresh Express is that salad company. That's disgusting. USAtoday.com. I wonder if it's fake news or real. I guess we're going to find out on that, right? Jess Staley, Barclays boss, investigated over attempts to unmask whistleblower. Ooh, TheGuardian.com. Great Barrier Reef. This mortal corral. New bleaching at the Great Barrier Reef in pictures. Bleaching. What is that? I don't know what bleaching is, but I guess you can read that article if you want to on TheGuardian.com as well. Birmingham Central Mosque. Woman in viral EDL photo wasn't scared in the slightest. I haven't seen that video, so I don't know what that is. Marine Le Pen. Le Pen says France not responsible for World War II roundup of Jews. Next is KT McFarland. KT McFarland to leave White House amid NSC shakeup. Former Fox News commentator will be U.S. ambassador to Singapore. All right, little change there. Spain, Russian computer programmer held in Spain under U.S. warrant. And then last, Battle of Vimy Ridge. 100 years, the Battle of Vimy Ridge. This year we commemorate 100th anniversary of First World War Battle of Vimy Ridge. And I see that Bernie has joined us. Bernie, do you know anything about the Battle of Vimy Ridge? Or actually, no, because you are Civil War. So you would be more focused on Old Ironsides and how it was used in the Battle of the Alamo, right? I remember that. That was a great history lesson. I remember that very clearly, yes. Wink, wink. Ha! So that is our trending news for today, guys. So I know you guys don't have to message me that I got my history messed up. I know. I'm just playing. So let's go on over, guys, and let's check today and see what our passage of wisdom is, right? So today, one verse, guys. Now, we know that we're in Easter week, right? So big weekend upcoming. All right, very exciting weekend. So we kind of have an idea what this week's passages might be. So let's see what today's is to start. Today's passage is 1 John chapter 3, verse 1. See what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God, and that is what we are. The reason the world does not know us is that it did not know him. So it's a great passage, short, sweet, to the point, you know. See what great love the Father has lavished on us. God has loved on us, that he has given his only son, right, for us, to pay the price for what we've done wrong, right? So that's pretty amazing love, that we should be called children in God, and he has invited us in and calls us his children. And the last part says, the reason the world does not know us is that it did not know him. Now, I don't know the history behind that passage, guys, so I'm not going to try to teach you anything on that. I never try to teach you guys anything. I can expound on that. To me, what it means is this, is some things that people might see in my life that know me from my previous life, right? When I was just, other things were more important. So let's say back in high school, just out of high school, those years when I was, how do they say, as Ozzy said, off the rails in the crazy train? You know, they might not understand who I am today and why I act the way I act and the things that I say today. And the reason why they don't understand it is because they do not know him, meaning the God that I know. and the God that has changed me from the inside out. So that's how I take that last part. So the most empowering part of this, though, and the part that we get to walk away with today and throughout the day, and remember today, this Monday, as the sun is shining down on us so brightly, right, is that see what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God, that he loves us more than we can imagine as his own children. And that is a lot. So when we're fighting, or when I'm fighting with pride and ego, I should throw those things away, because his love should be enough, right? So, but that's our passage for today, guys. Let's wrap up. Let's pray, and let's get this Monday started, all right? Father, we thank you. We thank you for this Monday, April 10th, this day that we never had before and will never have again. Thank you for reminding us how much that you love us this morning, that you gave your only Son just for us to draw us even closer to you. And you call us your children, that you are our Father. And Father, I don't know who is listening today. And I don't know if they have a family that's around them that makes them know that they're loved and that they're meant to be the way they are and that they're cared for. But Father, if there's somebody out there right now who does not have that person in their life, one, Father, please put them in contact with me. And two, Father, help them know that you love them so much and that they can feel you loving them right now as they're listening to this podcast. Wrap your arms around them and help them see you in a different way that they've never seen before. Father, we thank you. Keep us safe today as we go about our lives and get things done. We love you. Amen. All right, guys, that's a wrap. So listen, have a fantastic day today. I cannot wait to see you here tomorrow morning. Enjoy this beautiful sun if you're in the Northeast, if you're in England and Norway and Utah, and the list goes on where everybody is. It's amazing how large our community is getting. Have a fantastic day, whatever your weather is, all right? And last of all, remember to today be who you were meant to be. Have a great day, guys.